one of the coolest licks ever. Little lead that George Harrison, not so much a lead, but just a little lick that George Harrison made up to fit into the song Help. John Lennon could have made it up, possible, but beyond the scope again of what we want to talk about here. I want to talk a little bit about Help. It really is a campfire song if you can sing it. It's got range gets up there a little bit, but it has some really interesting things. Chords in the key of A. Now the key of A has a bunch of bar chords in it, so that's really going to put it more into the range of a 3 or 4 in my level of difficulty scale here. But it has a few little passing bass notes that we're going to be doing too. So in the introduction of the song starts on a B minor chord. So you got to be able to play bar chords for this. So B minor, bar of the second, your 3 fingers in the shape of A minor. And the words hit over there. This B minor is going to be changing to G, but it gets to the G by hitting an open A in the bass, passing down to the G chord. And then we hear another passing bass note, passing down to our E chord, and the A finally resolves the whole mess. So it's kind of interesting because it uses some G's in here, which are not really in the key of A. And then we have the descending, the riff, the lick. Let me show you that, although I have other videos that explain this. 2 fingers at the 7th fret of the 5th string and the 5th fret of the 4th string. And then you're going to do an arpeggio picking pattern with your right hand going from the 5th to the 4th to the 3rd to the 2nd. That's what you hear slowly. Then, and it's 4 of those, each time these 2 notes just descend a half step. And if you got it all right, unlike missing a note there, then the whole thing lands on A. So that happens always at the turnaround spots of the song. It's really cool, and it actually takes a song out of being a campfire song because it's hard to do it up to the real speed. If you've been working on your arpeggios, songs like Don't Fear the Reaper and other songs that have... I'm sorry, I'm wandering. It's unusual, that never happens. But back to the song. So, in the intro, hit the B minor, need somebody, passing A, not just anybody, down to E, I need someone, and then the lick. Now we just strum through the chords. The way I've got this one written out is I do a sum. I've got the measures marked every half a measure, so a chord or a slash means 2 beats, because there are some 2-beat changes coming up in the 2nd and 4th lines. Very simple strum, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. To C sharp minor, to F sharp minor, D, next 2 lines are the same, A, C sharp minor, F sharp minor, change again. Then the chorus starts on B minor. We have it for a long time. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Bass notes. No passing bass notes between the E's and the A's. Now we just hit the A chord and stop. And then you can just go right back into the next verse. So, fun strumming song. Just, you got to be able to play some bar chords to make this happen. So again, that one, you know, and as I play through this now, I'm definitely going to make this is a 4 in the level of difficulty scale, because it really requires quick changes from bar chords and good tone out of them, and you got to understand the kind of the theory behind it. Make sure you know the difference between B minor, C sharp minor, and F sharp minor. And there's of course other places you could play them. They could be further up the neck if you're going to do it with 2 guitars. Always a good plan if you're doing a group of people playing a song to have some of them, or at least one of them, not playing the chords in the same place as everybody else, but higher voicings of the same chord. So this would be a song that would be ripe for that. Rather than playing the A open and the C sharp minor here, you could play the A in the 5th fret, go up to the 9th fret for the C sharp minor, you could stay there for the F sharp minor, you could go to the 10th for the D's and the G's, and even the 12th for A if you want. All of a sudden we're going to have the sound of a 12 string because we've got some notes a whole octave higher than what we have down here. Bar chords at the 12th fret are usually not a high, not a good proposition. I mean, they don't usually sound very good, but as a second guitar part, they could sound great. So, I think that's it. Just strum through the chords, try to sing it, fun song to play, and just keep it cooking. A little bit like, what else is like this? Sister Golden Hair. Just keep the strumming going, a lot of bar chords, move around and things in there. So, great tune, great movie, a little goofier than their first two movies, A Hard Day's Night and Help, were both pretty on the goofy side. Help turned out to be a little bit more of a spy spoof, and A Hard Day's Night was a semi-documentary, a kind of, or a day in the life as a Beatle, so to speak. So, but if you haven't seen them lately, check them out again. But until then, keep strumming, and if your bar chords are in good shape, you should be able to play Help.